This is my summary of my Sophia thesis project paper analysis, as I'm videoing myself, watching myself awkwardly on the screen. Now I know how you feel with your introduction videos already. So very quickly, I read the analysis titled Project-Based Learning Effects on Students' Understanding and Usage of the Engineering Design Process, submitted on November 6, 2016 by Allison Larson at St. Catherine University. So in her study, she did a study with her 5th grade class where she implemented using the design process over a course of 6 weeks with her students in multiple groups. And these students had previously not used the design process much. She had 72 students used in the study. Of the 72, there were an additional 15 who also participated, but did not choose to be part of the analysis. So their data was not collected for this study. So like I said, so they used the design process. She had each student doing the project in 2-week increments. So they did a robotic arm project for 2 weeks in the groups. Then they did a recycling type project for 2 weeks. And then the third one was coming up with their own additional engineering concept. What she was testing for was students' overall understanding of the engineering process. Before, during, and after, and understanding why students should use the engineering process, why engineers should use the engineering process, and what are the benefits of using the engineering process. And she mostly focused on the positive impacts of using this through project-based learning with her students. Was her data reliable? Yes, her data was reliable. She started off testing all of the students with a pre-assessment. She used the same pre-assessment, the same test for her post-assessment as well. So the test was not different. Students were not able to see the score of their pre-assessment. Her mean of the score of the 72 students was 3.3 out of 10, and the test was asking for understanding of why do you use the design process, what is the order that the steps would be in, identifying examples of each step, why do engineers use the design process, and what are the benefits of using the design process as steps. Was her data reliable? Yes. As she went through the weeks, she had students complete journals and also complete other activities that identified the same items that she was testing them on, and data consistently went up in terms of student achievement. There was a positive correlation. The mean at the post-assessment was 8.5 out of 10 on the final test for students. Was the data test valid? And I would say yes, the data test was valid. It was a credible test, testing for what she was looking for. There was no bias in any way, shape, or form. She also had students self-assessing themselves throughout each week, and she kept track of the data of when students were able to identify the steps for the design process and why they were using them, and how it was affecting their learning and their projects positively. Also, there were a lot of students who were all showing the same type of growth in terms of using the design process through their project-based learning as well, and they were all correlated together as they continued throughout the 6-week period. Next question. What could they use to make their analysis stronger? She talked a lot about how data went up throughout the 2 weeks, but she did not give specific examples of percentages or numbers of students who were able to identify the proper order of the design process, or the number of students going up by each week who were able to identify why engineers use the design process. She was very general with analyzing the data, and I think that being able to zoom in on identifying if students were able to identify the steps, if students were able to identify specific examples of steps, and what their growth was individually and as a whole throughout those 6 weeks was, I think that would have made her analysis a bit stronger. For the statistical analysis, I would also like to see more of that. She mostly gave numbers and charts for pre-assessment compared to post-assessment, and then she also had charts for her observations of students within their groups, and she only sat in with groups about every couple days. So she had a 4-group rotation, which she would do a group one day, a different group the next day. So she would sit in with each group a total of 3 to 4 times per every 2-week unit. And then she would just tally when she could see students demonstrating specific examples of the different steps in the design process. We have 1 week where it actually went down, and week 3, and then it would continue to grow positive. I think that would have made her statistical analysis a little bit stronger, identifying more of the key points of the engineering design process, and I'm sort of biased to that because that's mostly what people get higher level students. It was good to read something that was more related to what I'm teaching in order to get, because most everything that I do is project-based learning, and everything that I'm doing in my class is actually it's all using the engineering design process. So this was a good article to read, and I thought the data was very well, especially for an age group. It was very interesting, especially for an age group that I do get to work with. So overall, very good survey, very nice job with the data, and having reliable and valid tests.